Well, how about this? Where those of you actually that maybe are a bit more knowledgeable about beaches and this sort of thing may have realised that we are not in Hawaii, or any of those islands, and you know that these sand dunes here might be a clue. But also the other clue is that there don't actually appear to be any rocks in the way. One of the things about the Hawaiian Islands is that, of course, the photographs and the videos all look very nice and what have you, but they were formed from volcanoes. And so when all that volcanic stuff cooled down, it's still there. It's black, it's sharp, and you know, if you were to step on it or go swimming and scrape your stomach on it could be a problem, and there's a lot of it. I can only really speak for Maui, of course, but certainly I don't know if it's all of the beaches of Maui, but certainly I don't know, most or a lot of them do have rocks in the water, and you do have to be careful snorkeling, swimming, and you want to make sure that the currents don't actually take you into those rocky areas, you know, or it could be nasty. I mean, no doubt about it. Here, as you can see, I cannot see any rocks, and it's not high tide now. You can see the tide mark, the high tide mark down there. So we're not at high tide now, but I cannot see any rocks or anything like that in the way, which means, of course, that there's going to be no point snorkeling. There's going to be nothing to see from that point of view. But from the point of view of just, you know, wading out into the water and going for a swim, I mean, I think it's probably not particularly on the warm side, but I don't think you're going to have that fear of damaging yourself on rocks and stuff. You see lots of boats out there, sailboats out there, and there's a windsurfer. This is Sunday, actually. I thought there would be more windsurfers and you know, people like that out kite surfing, and there are signs here about not kite surfing and stuff on this precise part of the waters. Anyway, where are we, you ask? Well, it's rather nice, isn't it? The sand dunes might be a clue, and I should say that the south coast of England, there are many of the beaches are very pebbly. And of course, some people prefer that, right? Because if you're on a pebbly beach, you're not going to get all those issues with the sand getting in your clothes and on your food and, you know, your camera wear and camera gear and all that sort of stuff, phones and what have you. So on a pebbly beach, you don't have those concerns, whereas on a sandy beach, you do. So, you know, different people prefer different things, of course. And as you can see, a lot of sand around, and it's that fine sand. So it's not black, of course. Around Hawaii, there's a lot of black sand, but this is definitely not that. I mean, it's all very pretty, isn't it? Out there, can't really tell what city that might be a city called Portsmouth. I'm not totally sure. So we are east of Portsmouth. That's not Portsmouth, New Hampshire. That's Portsmouth, England. And Portsmouth, wherever else there's a Portsmouth. We are a few miles east of Portsmouth. We are on a beach called West Wittering. And you see as we face north here, I mean, this time of year it's probably a very pleasant place to live, I would think. And this is a high season, was from the 1st of May, which is why it's over £14 to park a car. But I did take the bus, so. But this is from the 1st of May, it's high season. And then I think in low season that price went down to £3, just over £3 for the day. But of course it's not going to be like this. Well, the beach might be, but the sun probably won't be. Anyway, so it's all rather nice, isn't it? All rather nice. I think we're about 7 miles from a city called, south of a city called Chichester. Nice cathedral there, bit of a bus interchange, and the railway station is really close as well. So in a way, this would be, I think, an easy day trip from London. Just take the train from, I don't know, Victoria, Waterloo, one of them, down to Chichester, and then just walk, a couple of 100 yards to the bus stop. And I think the bus is only once an hour, but there's a nice cathedral there as well, actually, I must say. But anyway, so yeah, this is it. And feasts, if you are listening to this, then there is a walk that goes along. This is West Wittering, where we are now. Up there is East Wittering. Apparently the better beaches are definitely here. There is a beach I can see up there, but I'm not sure if that's East Wittering or whatever's next along the coast. A lot of this coast is going to be beaches like this, and other beaches are going to be pebbly. But anyway, feasts, maybe one day it would be nice, I think, to take that walk along to East Wittering. I mean, I'm guessing that it starts all the way down there somewhere. I have to do some research about that. Maybe go to Chichester Cathedral, and also for those car enthusiasts, a few miles outside Chichester is not only Goodwood, right? You have all sorts of things going on down at Goodwood with the racing. Over, I don't know, the last 100 years they've had all sorts of stuff going on there. But also Goodwood, I mean not actually the racetrack, but next to it is the place where the manufacture of Royce motor cars take place. So for those of you that have a Rolls Royce, you want to check up on its history, then I believe you can just turn up and check your car out. And if you actually got one being manufactured, I'm pretty sure you can definitely do that. Just turn up and say, "You're making my car, how's it going?" And they'll probably treat you very well, I suspect. Yeah, so that's a few miles outside of Chichester. So maybe feasts, when our Rolls Royce is being built, we can combine a trip. We'll go to the cathedral in Chichester, we'll come down to the beach here, we'll walk along from East Wittering all the way to wherever it ends on the other side, and then we'll check and see the progress of our Rolls Royce. Come on, all it takes is for millions of people to buy my book, and there you go.